First of all, thank you to everyone who's testified. I think there was overwhelmingly a reflection of opposition, primarily coming from the voices of our workers. I do appreciate Vice Chair Rummel's amendments to this that have made it a little bit less harsh to our local governments and to different human rights ordinances that have been passed across our great state at a local municipal level. What I will say is that if we grandfather some HROs into their existence via this bill, if we think it's good policy that we grandfather protections based on sexual identity and gender orientation, gender identity and sexual orientation, then if we value it to be grandfathered in, why are we preempting it for the future? And the same could be said too about our state's valuing of diversity to pass something like the Competitive Workforce Act, which I won't use this time for. But for me, I get really frustrated with our constant efforts to preempt local government. And in this case, it's hard to even know what the compelling evidence as to why such a dramatic change is needed through this bill. The assumption that I can draw is that we're trying to preempt something happening in the future, and perhaps it is grounded in scheduling ordinances. And I would argue that there's some really great work happening across the country at a local level and even in the private sector around managing the different debates around scheduling. So I stand in opposition to this bill. I would love for this body to think about how we can make life better for our workers, and also understand that cities, especially our biggest cities, are major revenue generators. A lot of our sales tax revenue comes from major cities. The more and more we preempt the work of major cities, we're hurting ourselves as a state as well. Members, I encourage all of you to vote no on this bill.